back to playing some more Baldur's Gate. And we already got our complete cast of characters from this scene from yesterday, so... we're still going to be playing the Everon game later on today. Hope you guys are hope anyone who watches it is going to look forward to that, as they're finally getting done with that story arc. These should be loading faster than yesterday, too. Somewhat. I do wonder, like, there was a lot of lag yesterday. I'm not sure if that was XSplit or if it was just the game itself being laggy. I know there is a fix they're dealing with where I know Vulcan was causing problems for some people, but I couldn't even load this game with the Vulcan. I had to use DirectX 11. No, the loading is still taking a long time. My goal this morning is going to try to find that owlbear cub. I will find you, adorable baby owlbear. So, yeah, it's actually already running pretty a lot smoother than yesterday. Let's go back here. Alright. Before I start touching anything...
I can't see any way to disarm it.
Iron candelabra?
I can't see any way to disarm it. That's curious.
That might be worth a look.
Oh. There's a very powerful magic item in there, but it's...
That's curious.
Something over there.
It's your guys' own fault.
What's that?
Gas trap, and I know what it's gonna do, because last time... Is there a way I can... What? Oh, I was gonna say... Oh. Oh, it's a warp point. That's cool. Next, this is where we crash landed, so we're actually pretty much where we started this whole game from. Oh yeah. Let me turn you into something less creepy, buddy. I'm pretty sure you're not digging this.
Extextura!
Feel like we're being watched.
I didn't even like search this entire road. There's the shopkeep.
Need anything else? Of course. But please, remember, you're not the only one in need.
Alright, so... How do I sell item? To send to, but that's not what I. Definitely send this one to Gale. Oh, I see. Okay. Oh, fuck. Okay.
Sylvanus be with you.
Did that do the trick?
Need anything else? Of course. But please, remember, you're not the only one in need.
Nope, I did not do any of that right. Okay. There we go. So let's see what you all got. A bunch of arrows, different abilities. Take one of those. That seems useful. Yeah, I don't want to spend. I don't want to fight too much. Let's add one more potion. Mix. Okay.
Sylvanus be with you.
All right. Right. I think this is stupid.
Be gone. I am hungry.
Use them. Use them too.
Speak. We find this Zoru in the Red Hunter's camp. He will point us to a creche. There we may be purified.
He stares right past you as if you're invisible or boring. He's still staring right past you. You see nothing out of the ordinary. As you turn back, the child slips between the rocks. You find the edges of a concealed entrance. No trigger or handle, though. No way to open it.
Hey guys, you're gonna have to give me a few minutes here. I'll be right back. I'm back. Yeah. Trying to get Get myself resituated here. Right. So apparently we found a bunch of kids.
Whoa. Hey. Can't say I've ever seen someone like you before. Go on. Take this ring. It's lucky. Call it. Heads or tails. Heads it is. See? That's the kind of luck you get from one of my lucky rings. I've got more where that came from. Real cheap too. Interested? You got it. One sec. That's what I got.
God, this kid's got 300 gold? Oh man, I gotta buy me that potato. Being really invisible. A ring of being really invisible. You know what? You know what? I love this. I like this kid's gumption. Ooh, shovel. I will give you this because very important to me. This is gonna bite me, Mia.
You bought something. Most everybody says it looks like junk and moves on. Oh, you have. You definitely have. Anyway, see you again sometime. Take care. Safe travels.
You spot the boy giving a sly wink as he turns away.
Yeah, it's your boy.
Oh, I don't have any money or anything to sell. My partner does that. What?
Aww.
I'm the guard. So don't steal anything. I'm watching you.
He's adorable.
Please, let us through.
Let my daughter go right now! She's a thief, hellspawn. And you will wait for Korga's judgment. Now get back! Oh, let me through, Mragrashem, or I'll rip your damn throat out! Damn it! We could have taken those guards.
I'd rather you not get eaten by a bear.
Stop! Move back at once! Keep back! Force my hand and I'll show you its claws.
A moment, Giorna.
What? Oh, I understand. You. Apparently Korga wants to see you. Go ahead.
Outsider. Away.
Oh my god, you could act. Huh. Oh.
I thought you were Halcyon.
The bull prances about, haunches clenching and unclenching impatiently.
Where's Halcyon? He promised me a mate.
Aw, it's a horny bill. It's a horny boar.
Not now! Places to be! To find Halcyon.
There's not a moment to lose.
Speak. The bird knows. She needs to know. You do not. Not all enemies are outside our walls.
Hey.
Well, at least the sun is nice. You should try it. Lay down and bask in its warmth.
Spending that spell slot to talk to animals was well worth the investment.
Again? Find Nettie in her room.
Ah!
Through the carved door, deeper in the grove.
Ah!
The bird knows. She needs to know. You do not. Before you do that, see how our first druid treats outsiders. Then decide if you would put your faith in her.
Yeah, worth a shot.
Shh, I'm concentrating. Does this look good? Is the coin in the middle? Yes. Yes, you're right. That's it. Yes. Yes.
I mean, I could try to scare it away, but it's just a bird. Come on.
I'm sleeping. Okay.
Aww. Big old bear just is like, nah.
Not now. Please.
Okay, okay.
Get out!
The squirrel lunges at your foot and bites it.
You barged in without an invitation. I wouldn't call that friendly. See, you're in my territory, and I want you gone.
Oh, come on!
No, there's plenty of. Now get moving.
Glad you made it inside. Doubt we'll be safe here for long, though. There'll be more coming. Goblins hunt in packs. Maybe, but we're not fighters. If they broke through, it'd be a massacre. The sooner we leave for Baldur's Gate, the better. If the road was clear, a 10 days walk, maybe? But while the goblins are out there, it might as well be the other side of the world.
Well, at least we know where we are. Somewhat know where we are. Like, they haven't specified if it's south of us or to the, if we're north, south, east, or west.
Have some respect. This really isn't the time to talk.
I'm sorry. I Stop moving!
Speak.
Everyone, on the elevator. Right. Okay. I want to pet the bear. He's a shit.
Ab spiritu humoc e culeus vitisque.
Just a moment. This man is recording my story. I am far from home.
As the colourful man starts scribbling, the bear sneaks a quick look at the page. His brow furrows. Incomprehensible squiggles surround a crude sketch. A bear disemboweling a clutch of tieflings.
Ah, my good friend. You were at the gates just now, no? When the goblins came? You saw them up close? A few questions, if you please. There's no overstating my interest.
Oh god, it's Volo.
Glory. Now then, how would you describe that particular batch of goblins? Size, nature, distinguishing qualities?
You search your mind, but remember nothing useful about goblin social order or behaviour.
Goblins struck fear and awe in the heart of wilting witness.
A myth weaver. This man has no respect for truth.
And the dragon they had marching in the rear, was it of the brass or silver variety? Witnesses failed to notice the obvious dragon.
What?
Last question, then you'll be quite free. Did the attackers rally to the absolute when they fell upon the gates? They did, didn't they? Oh, curious. Oh, curious indeed. I've interrogated one, a captive in this very camp. She reports they've abandoned their god Maglabiat in favor of someone called the Absolute. The scandal! Petty. Since their change in allegiance, these goblins are informed by a kind of strategy anathema to their kind. I, for one, intend to get to the bottom of it. I'm just preparing to head to their camp as we speak, in fact. If you'll excuse me, I ought not to door roll. My friend, every story benefits from a dragon. Until we meet again.
Why does he say it like that? Every story from a dragon. Okay, so Volo aside, there is supposedly a druid that wants to talk to me, and I have no clue where he is.
Ab spiritu umok aculeus vitisque.
Yeah, that dude is busy. Pretty sure every single one of these guys is busy. Guess there's the door.
Have you lost your senses, Koga? Release her.
Please. I'm sorry.
This is madness, Koga. She's just a
what, Wrath? A thief? A poison? A threat? I will imprison the devil, and I will cast out the rest. Girl? You mean parasite? She eats our food, drinks our water, then steals our most holy idol in thanks. Wrath, lock her up. She remains here until the rite is complete. And keep still, devil. Tila is restless.
Come, Koga. We took back the idol. Surely...
Do it!
Silence. I answer only to mistress.
Oh, this is so close. So I think the reason why it's as bad as it is because of the fact that I have the settings down low because there was a lot of lag. I'm not sure if it's because of XSplit or if it's because there has been a lot of lag issues with this game.
No. The tiefling remains until the rite is complete. Now, Wrath.
No. Gone. By the gods, Koga, what have you done?
Atheus! Tila to me!
I have a scroll of Revivify.
Bury the remains. Continue the rite.
And the parents? They're just outside.
This outsider will take word once I've spoken to her. We must focus on the rite. Spare your tears. She knew the danger. She still tried to run.
Oh, it only revives the companion. Let's see, is there a... Nope.
If only we'd never let the tieflings in. The child might have lived.
Mercy on us, Sylvanus. Mercy. 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 By every star, by every vein on every leaf, she must. This has only happened because our true leader was taken from us. Master Holson, Perhaps goblin caught, perhaps dead. He'd set Mistress Korga back in line. Hold her to task. Stop this damn ritual. More will die if the rite is finished. So many more, sent into a world gone mad. Ah, I see. You will find her deeper in the caves. Would you? I would give anything to see Halsin return home. Sylvanus' blessing upon you, and my gratitude as well. Halsin is an elf with the presence of a bear. He left west with the adventurers. You won't mistake the first druid for anyone else. Come, Silver. Stay close.
Another stranger come to vex me. What will you do? Hunt me? Grab my tail? Shout until my head hurts? Stupid or a liar? Leave. You are not wanted.
We never meant to hurt a child. You should leave. This grove has been disrupted enough.
That poor child. This should never have happened. You people should have left when Korga asked.
That is an irritating sound effect.
The bird says nothing, trying to rest. The bird says nothing.
I see you. Just give me a moment. A moment. This medicatrix. There. It's up to her now. Life or death. Now, what was it you needed? You found her, but I still don't know what she can do for you. Come here. Let's have a look at you. You seem healthy enough. A bit tired around the eyes, maybe. A tadpole. A mind flayer tadpole. I'll do what I can. Come, follow me. I might be able to help. We need to be quick. This way. Head on in. This one had the same problem as you. Attacked us in the woods together with some goblins. Tadpole crawled out of his head soon after. Seems so. Gave Master Halsin a right star.
Oh shit. That looks pointy and painful.
It's why he joined the adventurers on their expedition. To find out what was happening. I pity you got me instead of him. He spent days studying the Drows tadpole. Maybe he found an easier way. Still? Give me your arm, please. A cure. Now your arm, please. You don't have time for games. You don't have to be here for this.
I'm interested in the procedure, actually. Please, go ahead.
There. Be careful. Your legs will probably give out first. I'm sorry. Maybe Master Halsin could have plucked it from your head, but I can't. Without him here, the only treatment for an illithid tadpole is death. You're a risk to the people around you. I'm truly, truly sorry. For what it's worth, the poison is painless.
Did I just die?
It'll be like going to sleep. Please, try to relax. This doesn't have to be hard. I can't risk you turning. You'd kill us all. I won't. I can't.
Come on, come on. Yes!
Same as the drow. But Master Halsin said he'd turn eventually.
Come on, come on, come on, come on. Oh, thank God.
Maybe. But it's one hell of a maybe. You could have days. Or seconds.
No. Roll again.
All right. Master Halsin did say the Drow's tadpole was dormant. Maybe yours is too. But first, this is a vial of wyvern poison. Swear to me you'll swallow it if you feel any symptoms. I hope it doesn't come to that, but thank you. Here. And here's the antidote. Do not mix those two up. I know you're not changing yet, and I've no idea why not. But we have to assume it's only a matter of time. You must understand you are in grave danger. You have to find Master Halsin. He might be your only chance. Ask the adventurers that abandoned him. They're the only ones who know what really happened out there. All I know is they went to the old temple of Selûne, and he didn't make it back. Master Halsin's a renowned healer. He studied the Drow's tadpole for days and concluded he needed to find the source of the infection to understand its nature. We can only hope he succeeded in his mission. Otherwise, that vial's your only option. Oh no. He would have slit me navel to nape if Master Halsin hadn't put him down. The Drow was leading a gang of goblins, not a common pairing. They attacked us. We had to defend ourselves. It's only after we saw the tadpole crawling out of his head that Master Halsin realized how serious things were. Remember what I said. Remember your oath. Take it one step at a time, Nettie. Come on.
Oh shit, I'm level 3.
can't believe she poisoned you. Tried to put you down like a dying dog without so much as a whisper of consent. Yes, against her will, without rhyme or reason. How dare she snuff out life with as much thought as snuffing out a bloody candle? I know you are, and yet, a few moments more, a few different words spoken. But you handled it. You handled it well. As for myself, I could quite do with a tumbler full of water-deep whiskey. Anyway, we live. For the moment. How about we go find that chap Halsin, little Miss Poison Ivy mentioned? With a bit of luck, he has the means to offer us a cure, rather than a coffin.
Poison? Never. I shall slit my own throat if it comes to that. Boundless, annoying optimism. I respect you for it. We must assume purification is at hand. Anything else is surrender. Let us make haste to a crash, then. Neither Nettie nor Halsin holds the cure we seek.
Alright, so I feel like the very first thing I should do is save my game, even though I'm not happy about that kid dying. But either way, level up. You know, I think I'm actually going to do Beastmaster. Okay, cure wounds, ensnaring, fog cloud, hail of thorns, jump, and long strider. An AoE seems... An AoE spell seems like the best way to go. Oh, jeez. This is a lot of new stuff. Magic missile. Ooh, Scorching Ray is a good one. Oh, there's so much to pick. I think Scorching Ray. Or... Shatter. Okay.
What's that?
Something the matter? So that's to say you'd like to pry a little. You do seem like the type, I must say. Just an observation, no offense taken. See, we're learning something about each other already. For instance, you're a quick-to-anger type, aren't you? Even less self-control than brains. Me? I'm not hiding anything. I'm merely sharing as much as you deserve to know. And right now, you've reached your limit. Let's talk about something else.
I can't even see a lock to pick.
Yeah. Oh no, I've already been in here. Where it came from? I was supposed to talk to somebody. Where the frick is this dude?
No doubt the tieflings will blame us for the child's death. This is a disaster.
Oh wait, didn't I already talk? I think I already talked to him.
Go on. Say it. You think I'm a monster? She made her choice. I know your kind. You see only victims and villains. A viper bears her fangs defending her brood. I call her mother. You call her monster. No matter. I took back the idol of Sylvanus and the rite is resumed. We will seal the grove. Free from harm. Free of intruders. The Rite of Thorns. It is the Tree Father's gift that none come to harm. When we speak the final prayer, the great vine will sprout forth. The grove will be cloaked in bramble and thorn. No one enters, no one leaves. Sanctuary. None of this can happen while Outlanders infect us. Sylvanus demands that we choke them out. I am First Druid now. I protect the Circle, whatever the cost. You showed great mettle at the gate. The mettle of a skilled sword for hire. I want you to provide your services to the Tiefling leader. Zevlor, he's called. Offer to guide the Outlanders out of the grove. I'm sure they'll reward you well. They're to be gone before final prayer. If they are not, the Viper must strike. You will do more than speak. This tale ends but one way, with the Outlander rot cleansed, and the grove forever shrouded.
The rat doesn't respond. It simply bares its teeth.
What about you?
This isn't why I became a druid.
The rat watches your movements.
Avernus itself. It's not that. They deserve Elder. Just wish there was another way.
Never took you for a cow.
She must be terrified.
This is gonna get awkward.
I bet she's giving them hell. She's not...
Unless you have news of Arabella, I don't want to hear it.
I don't...
Please. Is Arabella all right?
No. Look. Look.
Arabella.
No. Move on.
The only way we can guarantee is if we get into the goblin lair and take care of business there.
Any questions, children?
Means we may have to set... I'm probably going to have to switch up my party here. So, we'll go to camping in the day.
Speak. Shook, you believe you can survive without me? As you say, do not keep me waiting.
You're staring at me again. What do you want? Darling, I thought you'd never ask. Lead on.
Go ahead. I'm listening. I question the wisdom of that decision, but so be it. I'll be here in the meantime, idling away the hours.
God, this dude.
Well met. I reckon I could mutter and mope about till the brain bug takes me, but the truth is, I feel fine. Better than fine. And I've no plans to stop fighting the good fight. We sniff out the gobbo leaders and take their heads. And we free the druid housing while we're at it. If we want these brain bugs removed, he's our man. But failing that, this Gith Kresh sounds promising, if Lae'zel's telling us straight. I know, that's a pretty big if. Ah, that's the spirit.
Alright, time to level them up too. Ooh, That is actually super nice. The Arcane Trickster might not be too bad. Getting some extra... Oh, not True Strike. True Strike is garbage. So I would imagine it wouldn't be too bad to have an attack spell. Yeah. What the... Where am I? Am I in the bandit camp? I'm in the bandit camp. How the hell did I get here? So I thought initially when you did that, you just ended up where you... I just thought you, like, ended up where you were before. Yeah, I forgot about that trap there. Alright. Raven, a bear, boar, giant spider, or wolf. Oh, I can't have both? The blood. That's weird. Okay. Either way.
Approach killing a family.
To start, lure it into the sun, drive a stake through its heart. Why?
Just curious.
People up ahead. Something's wrong.
Hang on, Ed. You're going to be all right.
You're a true soul. You can't die. Please, stay with us.
I don't think he's conscious. Can you hear us, Ed?
You, not a step closer.
A strange symbol glows, marked on their flesh, and something within you stirs in response.
She might be a healer, Bry.
She might be a bandit.
Wait.
The injured man locks eyes with you. A familiar squirming churns in your head. Your minds intertwine. You see his siblings, Andric and Brenna, new recruits, yours to shepherd.
Protect them. She is a true soul. Mind her. She will... She...
Edwin! Ed! Please!
He's with the Absolute now. You're a true soul. Edwin, our brother, he was chosen. Like you. Do you have orders for us? We were reporting to Edwin.
What? Are you testing us?
A true soul, like you, has been chosen by the Absolute. You speak with her voice. Your words are her command. She grants you the power to enforce her will. And when the time comes, the true souls, you will rule.
I like these two. All zeal and no brains.
I'm sorry, true soul. I only repeated what I thought I knew. It seems the Absolute still has a great deal to teach me.
What?
What are you doing? Your sword, brother! Now!
Oh shit. I kinda want to try that again. And I forgot it's gonna take a while to load. But at least now I know that that yesterday was... I'm not sure if it's possibly because it was running for so long. Or what, but... Oh! Using a laptop, and I forgot to turn on the laptop fan. I'm pretty sure this thing is gonna turn nuclear at some point. Been a fun game so far, though. So, is his patron a succubus, maybe? Let's see here.
Hang on, Ed. You're going to be all right.
So pale.
Stop it. You're scaring him. You're a true soul. You can't die. Please, stay with us.
I don't think he's conscious. Can you hear us, Ed?
You, not a step closer.
A strange symbol glows, marked on their flesh, and something within you stirs in response.
She might be a healer, Bry.
She might be a bandit.
Wait.
The injured man locks eyes with you. A familiar squirming churns in your head. Your minds intertwine. You see his siblings, Andric and Brinna, new recruits, yours to shepherd.
Protect them. She is a true soul. Mind her. She will. She.
Edwin! Ed! Please!
He's with the Absolute now. You're a true soul. Edwin, our brother, he was chosen. Like you. Do you have orders for us? We were reporting to Edwin.
What? Are you testing us?
A true soul, like you, has been chosen by the Absolute. You speak with her voice. Your words are her command. She grants you the power to enforce her will. And when the time comes, the true souls, you will rule.
I like these two. All zeal and no brains.
I don't know any druids. We know that all too well, man, but the Absolute sent us here.
We're looking for fugitives, survivors from that ship that crashed farther west of here.
An oil bear. It had him on the ground before we had a chance to react. We managed to drag him away, but the beast's claws had already done their work. I told Edwin not to look in that cave. It was filthy with oil bear tracks.
We don't know what they look like, but anyone who survived that crash is bound to be injured. That's enough to get us started. The Absolute wants them found. At any cost.
I'm sorry, true soul. I only repeated what I thought I knew. It seems the Absolute still has a great deal to teach me.
What? And just leave Ed?
I suppose he'd want us to go on. Find a way to honor his sacrifice.
May the Absolute guide us.
Ah, he's already halfway buried in the
True
ground.
soul. Absolute. What were they raving on about?
Sounds like a cult. And the Absolute is bending their ears.
This could spell trouble.
Yeah, I don't care. I'll take it. Shaft of a broken spear. Okay.
The man is dead, but something shifts beneath his features. A glistening tadpole emerges, slithering up past a sightless eyeball. The same as the creature behind your eye. One squeeze should do it, but you stop short. How could you think of harming something so beautiful, so pure?
Oh, just barely.
The tadpole plops to the ground. Now is your chance to stomp it into the dirt. But it's too precious, too sweet, isn't it?
Oh, shit.
Your foot trembles. You can't do it. You couldn't possibly. It slithers away and vanishes into the undergrowth. Safe. Free.
Trying to slither away.
What's that crawling from his
Monster.
eye?
Something the matter?
You again. And clearly the tadpole. If we can't understand it, we'll never control it. What do you need now?
Something the matter?
Well met.
You're staring at me again. What do you want?
He's not gonna cross the river for some stupid reason.
Another pod from the ship.
A foul scent fills your nostrils.
It smells of sulfur. Is there anyone in there?
The pod's been smashed open. No one is inside.
Empty. I reckon there's others like us out there.
Something the matter?
Nope. Didn't mean to touch. Why is there that snare trap?
Strange. It looks healthy, but
The pig's dead, my friend. Staring at it won't bring it back. Come on. We'll never fix these brainworms if we stop and gawk at every piece of carrion you find.
The boar seems to be fresh, only a few hours dead. But you can't find any sign of a wound.
See? Nothing. Come on, we're wasting our time.
I'm gonna have to cut this one short, guys. So, we'll play again. We'll play again later. Thanks.